Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hello, Stephanie. I'm here from the normal place where I usually do politics, but we're here talking Walking Dead. I don't know if you can tell, my hat says Walking Dead right now. It might be backwards, but I fell asleep early last night. I didn't get to watch it when everybody else watched it, so I wasn't able to live tweet The Walking Dead this week. And I watched it this morning because I went to bed so early. I was up at 5:30 this morning, and I watched news for about 5 minutes. I said, you know what? I'm reading my Twitter feed, and I realized, holy crap, I think I just saw a spoiler, but I turned away so quickly. I saw The Walking Dead. I turned away so quickly. I said, no spoilers. I'm going to watch it right now. So it was still dark. I started watching. I'm like, oh crap, they didn't tell us like in the first 2 minutes, like, who died? We've been waiting all freaking year. You're not going to tell us right now? I assumed like, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, bam, and we're going to find out who died. But no. We had to flash forward. I have to say, I thought the episode was brilliantly edited. Going back and forth the way they did, absolutely brilliant. I really loved the way they put this episode together. And it just destroyed me watching this. I was exhausted. I should say, right before I hit play, I went to make myself some coffee. And while I'm putting the water in, I hear this car screeching. I look up outside the window, right outside my kitchen window, and there's a car like in the middle of the road. I'm thinking, oh, these stupid drivers driving through the neighborhood too fast. He pulls away, and then all of a sudden I see this guy kicking something, and I realize there's a raccoon. I guess the guy was screeching because he hit this raccoon, but it was still alive. So, I called the cops, I went out, I took a picture, and if you look at my Twitter feed, my Facebook, I got a picture of it there. So there's this half-dead raccoon, which was saved eventually, animal control, but it's kind of emotional. I was out there with it for a few minutes with the broom. I was going to try to brush it out of traffic even more because the cars were missing it by that much. I mean, it was scary. And I'm not really good with this stuff. I almost became a doctor. What an evil fucking asshole. I know this guy hit it. But, the raccoon passed the car, was crossing the street. So he was going way too fast. But, smacked into this thing. Tried to miss it. Almost pulled, what's that old movie? Topper, right? Or the old movie where they run out the road and die because they don't want to kill the squirrel. They're almost getting ready to hit. And it's the two of them and the couple, and they come back and haunt the house or something like that, right? So he didn't sacrifice himself, but he was definitely going too fast. But he did. Well, the guy was kicking it. I don't think he was kicking it to be an asshole. I think he was literally trying to shuffle it out of the roads because it was in the middle of the road. He shuffled it over to the side a little bit. I don't think he kicked it trying to hurt it. I think he was trying to actually help it, and he was trying to get out. And then I was cooing it from the Walking Dead. Oh man, I'm gonna get to it. But I'm just setting up. So I was kind of in this emotional state when I started to watch. I was exhausted. The coffee wasn't sitting in, and all of a sudden we're doing that thing. Rick. I don't like the way you're looking at me. Oh my God, Negan. It's like, hey, creepy, scary dude. He's a typical used car salesman. I think they really typecast that well. Jeffrey Dean Morgan nailed the shit out of Negan and a lot of other heads, but we'll get to that. I have to give props to everybody in that episode. If you haven't seen the episode and you plan on watching, you don't want spoilers, go away. Because any second now, I'm like Chris Hardwick, I'm Talking Dead. This is your warning, because any second now, I'm going to talk some shit. Good shit, okay, just making sure. I don't want to be responsible. You've been warned, okay? Are we all together? We're right. Okay, I'm moving forward. So back and forth, get me my axe, Rick. I don't think I've ever seen on TV, film, maybe even in theater. This put Iago to shame as far as manipulation, but getting somebody to basically lick your ass without actually licking your ass, total submission. Negan nailed it. He nailed it. The way they wrote it, the way they directed it, the way they performed it, and then they come back. So I actually guessed right But I'm watching the episode. They finally get back to what's going on. And that eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. Like, oh my God, how long is this thing? I mean, they combined like 5 versions of the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I was crying in Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Walking Dead in a second. That improv reference in Walking Dead, I'm going to talk about that if you didn't see my tweets earlier. And then all of a sudden, you are it. And suck my nuts, right? And then bam! Abraham, suck my nuts, really? Dude. And oh my God. I don't think there's ever been a better execution scene ever on TV. This whole sequence, this whole episode, one of the most powerful hours of TV ever. I'm still, like, was it better than the Battle of the Bastards, Game of Thrones as best hour of TV ever? That's a tough one. I will miss it. Yeah, Abraham. That whole Abraham montage, right? Holy shit. Oh shit. What's the line he says? I love. I was hoping they were going to say it, and then they said, they got the whole crowd to say, suck my nuts. But, I'll get back to it. So he gets Abraham, right? And then I tweeted, oh, that was an easy out. I thought Abraham was kind of like, he's not the most beloved character. I think any one of them, I was expecting him to, what's his name, from the town, like the one that found them and brought them to Alexandria, right? I was sure it was going to be him. There's no way they're going to kill one of the main guys from before Alexandria. But then I said, okay, yeah, they have to. But they got Abraham. I'm thinking, well, Abraham's already kind of like two-time and what's her name, right? And he's been kind of, he's trying to find happiness, but, he's kind of, we love him. He is the muscle. We love this guy. We love the character. The actor, Michael, is amazing, right? But I'm like, I thought that was the easy way out. I tweeted, really? That's the easy way out. And then Daryl gets up and hits him. I know, I'm getting to it. I know. I'm getting to it. But I said, like, oh, that's it? Abraham? I mean, yeah, we're going to miss some, but I didn't cry for Abraham, right? I didn't cry for Abraham. And all of a sudden, Daryl gets up and says, oh, shit. Because when we first see the beginning of the episode, there are some rags on the floor. And it looks like Daryl's clothes, right? It's like a potato sack. Like there's rags with all the blood and the guts. Like when they show you at the beginning, right? Right? Going into the opening credits, right? And all of a sudden, Daryl says, oh, shit, not Daryl. And then it's like, and then, yeah, of course, what's his name really wants to kill Daryl for like 2 seasons now. And he says, no, you don't kill him. Right? I'm like, what was he, a soldier, right? And then he goes back and says, you got one. And then he gets Glenn. And I was like, you motherfuckers. Right? You motherfuckers. You already got us once. You brought him back to life just so you could fuck with us again? Our favorite character? You can fucking kill Rick. We don't care about Rick anymore. He's such a shithead at this point, right? You can't keep making him kill his boy, but Glenn again? Again with Glenn? That rhymes. And I'm like, we already went through this. And for 3 weeks, are they going to bring him back? We're going to bring him back. We're going to get him. We're glad. Oh, he's alive. But no, there's no way. And they were going to bring him back only because they kept talking about it. Is he really dead? He's not really dead, right? Is he really dead? He can't be really dead, right? And then they brought him back. I'm like, oh, Glenn's back. It's all is okay with the world. You can kill Jesus for all we care. He always comes back. Well, a different Jesus, but you know what I mean. And he bobs Glenn, and then he just turns to Maggie. I'll find you. I was like, you motherfuckers. And that head, I love it Talking Dead where they show the makeup job, but oh my God, like you can see the brains out, and Negan's like, dude, Negan, respect, right? Thank you. I was weeping. I openly wept this morning. I tweeted, I am crying. I'm like getting a little moist in the tearing in the eye right now, thinking about Glenn. This is allergies, but this is, Glenn. Steven, man. Steven is amazing, right? from Small. What's the character? Not Small Fry or what's the character from Temple of Doom? That everybody compared him to. Not Small Fry. Who's the character from Temple of Doom? The little Asian kid. What? Somebody at home. Somebody there that's there. You know what I'm talking about. The little Asian kid from Temple of Doom. Short Round. Thank you. Short Round. Yes. He was Short Round, right? And with the first season, we even had to go to IMDb. Is this the same actor? Holy shit. Andy. They fucking killed Glenn. Fuck you. It was one of those, they just didn't kill him. They could have just killed him. But they didn't just kill him. And then that whole thing, getting ready to kill off Rick's son, his arm, getting ready to cut his arm off. Oh, that was intense. Very biblical, right? Like Negan is God, and he let Abraham, not the character Abraham, but Rick as Abraham, I need you to kill your son, and then saves him. Doesn't force him to actually do it. It was a very biblical moment there, like God and Abraham, right? Very, very powerful. I think it's, and the fact that he let him get away with, I think not cutting off the hand was more powerful than cutting the hand. You know, he showed mercy. Negan. And then, of course, as soon as they drive away, Maggie's ready to fight. And you can't blame her. But Maggie has kind of been slowly taking over as leader for a while. Rick, she didn't go through all that stuff that Rick went through, right? She didn't go through all that. Rick, holy moly. Can you imagine all that stuff? And that, you don't sleep. It's over. It's like morning by the time they get back, right, to the clearing. I just kept thinking as an actor what those people had to do. One, I've done scenes where you're being sick and it's dramatic and you're on your hands and knees for hours and hours and hours for take after take after take. I've done some short films that were just just terrible, shitty little films. And very proud of my acting work in them, but it's intense. And you do it because you really want the performance. You do it. You suffer for the art without no exaggeration. You really do suffer for your art. And holy moly! And I was really hoping they would talk about more than Talking Dead. I think maybe Rick, what's his name? He didn't want to bore us with technique and whatnot. But I'm an actor. I really want him that. Really talk about the intensity, what that feels like as an actor, going through that moment. Just all the stuff, and you could see it in Rick's eyes, right? All the stuff going on behind those eyes. And he's barely moving. Andrew, thank you. Andrew Lincoln, he's barely moving. I'm glad somebody is on the reference side. I'm horrible with names. And he's just very, very intense. And then you have the blood streak, right? Whose blood is that? Whew. I'm getting chills just talking about it. You guys, just reliving it in my mind as I talk about it. And then the jumping on to the hanging corpse, and this close to dying. And then it's Negan's fault, right? I mean, in the sense that he put him in that situation, but then he saves him. I mean, the psychological warfare that this guy is mastery of is off the charts. Off the charts. I mean, this is Nazi shit. This is re-education, right? This is otherworldly, CIA seems tame. I just waterboard me all fucking night. Don't put me through this shit. This is worse than anything we've heard in psychological warfare in real life in decades. Maybe since World War II, certainly at least since Nam, right? I can't remember ever hearing stories of even remotely being this bad. And oh my God, what are we going to do without Steve? So let's talk about Talking Dead. How about Talking Dead in the rain? How crazy was that? And those guys come out and that moment, hey, what was that? Hey, asshole in the tank, right? That wonderful montage of Glenn But there was that one moment I thought was really funny. Andrew, talked to Steven and Rick and Glenn, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, he's great with those improv games. He can make a joke about. I'm not know what the fuck I'm doing accent wise. He was like, he can make a joke about any animal. He does that game where you walk into a bar and the horse walks into the bar. Why the long face? And then Steven says that's like the worst improv game in the world. I don't want to talk about that. And he is absolutely right. It is the worst improv game ever. Somebody, let's play it right now. Somebody, just give me any household object or an animal. Just give me a comment. Yell anything out there, and I'll show you how this game is played. It's called 99 Jokes. There's a few different versions. 189, but 99 jokes. Throw out any animal. A raccoon. Great, thank you, because I saw a raccoon almost die this morning. Thank you. 99, let's see. 99 raccoons walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." That's why I hate this fucking game. I'm just so brain dead right now. 99 raccoons walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Why? We're just a couple of bandits. See, it's not. That wasn't funny at all.
It's funny from you.
It is funny for me. I hate this fucking game. I know one guy who ever does this game well. Chris Catalano. Chris Catalano nails this game every single time. It's funny every time. I have my moments. But everyone else, and everyone can do a good joke once in a while, but every goddamn improv troupe in the world tries to play this game. In fact, I was doing a show for New York City Parks. We had like a 30-minute sets and a whole bunch of different things were going on, and I got there early. There was this other improv troupe. I don't want to say their name because they were absolutely god-awful, but it's the New York City closed down the, Lottery Dude. Yeah, Lottery Dude can do, Chris Catalano, Lottery Dude from the Book of Mormon, can nail the shit out of this game. Nobody else. But so we're over here, and they start playing this game, and it's god awful. It's horrible. And then they try to do a scene game, and there's a reason why they never do scene games because they're just worse. They can't do scenes. These people, how they call themselves an improv troupe, I don't understand. They're not funny. They're not good actors. They're not. I don't know what. I think they're fucking bored, so they do improv. But they're out there and they're just doing this thing, and they said, let's play 99 jokes again. And that was going so good. 99 raccoons walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve you kind here." Says, "Why not?" "Because you got to go outside with the trash." That better? No. I don't know. "Hey, you 99 raccoons walking to the bar." The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Says, "Why?" "It's because I have a nice raccoon." Yeah, see, it doesn't work. I don't know. Give me another animal. Give me 99 striped tail. I like bandits better. Yeah. 99 raccoons walking to the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here."
There you go. Giraffe.
But we're with the band It. The name of the band is It. We're with the band It. All right, giraffe. Okay. 99 giraffes walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here. We don't have any more long necks." Get it? Like the beer? 99 giraffes walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the giraffe said, "Oh, I got nothing. Come over here. Play this with me. Let's play." Okay. It's the worst game ever. And when I'm on stage, I can usually, there's 5 or 6 of us. We can each find one thing. Give me another animal. I got one. I did one for giraffe, though. Give me another animal. Let's see. Let's see if you can stump me. Let's see if I'm any better than Steven. A lion. Oh, okay. 99 lions walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve you kind here. If you want a drink, you got to go down on 6th and Main." Get it? 6th and Main. Tigers? All right. 99 tigers. 99 tigers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Says, "Why not?" "Because last week we watched The Jungle Book." I don't know where I'm going with that. And 99 tigers. Why no? It's not funny. 99 tigers walk into a bar.
Bartender said, "You can't serve your kind here." The lion says, "Why?" Bartender says, "Because we only have red stripes." get it.
That's tigers.
Yeah, that's what I said. Tiger.
You said lions.
I did?
You did say lions.
I meant a tiger.
I was going to go there, too. I was thinking about that.
Never mind.
99 tigers.
Maybe you should have done it.
99 tigers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We can't serve your kind here." Said, "Why not?" "Because it's ladies' night, and you're not Bengals. Bengal tigers. Elephant. 99 elephants walk into a bar. Says, we can't serve your kind here." And the elephant said, "It's okay. We vote Democratic." Maybe you should go back to Walking Dead. All right, so Walking Dead. See, what I'm really trying to show here is how a comedian dies every night when he's bit by a zombie. He does 99 jokes, and then he's like, "Please, kill me off the game show." And so Walking Dead kicked my ass this morning, and then I turned the news back on, and I was just way too depressed to watch the news. But I watched Walking Dead. I watched the entire Talking Dead. Talking Dead was rough. And I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan, just an amazing actor. Oh, really funny when he said, "It's all Daryl's fault. If Daryl didn't hit me, Glenn would be alive." It was very tough. I don't know. Thank God it's back. I didn't love Fear the Walking Dead as much. Although I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Voldemort is great. A young Voldemort is, star of that show. And where they're headed with that show is pretty interesting, I think. But, I love, Daryl, but it was my fault. It was his fault. I remember seeing Daryl at Comic-Con in Chicago, WizardCon, and we were all saying, he's at every Comic-Con this year because maybe it's the last time we're going to see him. And we were like, "Who's going to die? Who's going to die? Who's going to die?" They're really kind of fun. They're really amazing actors. Every single one of them. The acting job they had to do is off the charts. And I don't read the comic strip. I'm not a big comic strip guy. I seem to like everything that's based on comic strips. In fact, any second now, Gotham is coming on over here. Gotham and Supergirl tonight. If you're not watching Supergirl, I don't know about you. I am a Superman geek from way back. I like Man of Steel. I had a hard time getting through Dawn of Justice, but this guy, Tyler Hoechlin, the guy from Teen Wolf as Superman, is doing it for me. I might be going gay for Superman for the first time in years. It's been a while. Supergirl, love Supergirl. I can't believe we're losing Cat Stevens. I can't believe we're actually losing Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens. It's not Cat Stevens. It's Cat. Cat Stevens is the singer. Cat. All right, Mrs. Harrison Ford. I'm going all over the place. I'm going to go watch some geeky comic book stuff. But yeah, I hope you're all out there feeling good.
Are you saying with Callista Flockhart?
Callista Flockhart, thank you, Mrs. Harrison Ford. And I don't, that's not fair. She's amazing. Cat Grant. Sorry. Amazing on this show. In fact, I think she really Cat Grant has more one-liners in a season than Abraham. I mean, every episode they give Cat Grant something genius to say, and they really write that character interestingly. It's Ally McBeal. You have to do it, right? Gotham's looking good. I'm going to go. I'll be back with some politics tomorrow night. I needed a break from politics, and there's just... It's pretty much done for Donald Trump. It looks like it might be done for the entire Republican Party. I just recently re-registered as Republican, so I'm a little upset about that. And because I really want the Republican Party to succeed. Not because I want this current Republican Party to be stronger. I want to bring back a Republican Party that can balance out the DNC and have an intelligent debate. Escapism like The Walking Dead only goes so far to save us from the horrors of the real scary show known as Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. So, hey, back to that tomorrow night, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. I'm exhausted. I had this amazing corporate event tonight. I taught a workshop, improv comedy workshop. Did not do that game. I did real improv comedy, not bad jokes, with Ernst & Young, an amazing team and they were all over Chicago and New York and all other places. Amazing people, and really good fun tonight. So great work. If you're watching this, I doubt you are, but great work tonight, you guys. It was the most fun. They did better than Twitter. And I like Twitter, but you know what? I did a workshop for Twitter, and they haven't verified me yet, so screw you, Twitter. No, I'm kidding. Come back. You were great. And somebody from Twitter liked it so much, they told their wife about it, and she's used me twice for her company. So it's out there. Hey, you guys want to learn how to get along better? Like I've been trying to get the Democrats and Republicans to get along better. Team building, improv comedy. Have a good time. I'm talking about The Walking Dead. Next week,